Welcome back to the Jack of All Trades, Master of None's channel. I'm Mark Davis. Today, I've got a special treat I'm going to show you how to make, and I'm encouraging anybody that likes ribs to try this. Likes ribs, likes breakfast dinner. Aha! I'm going to make breakfast ribs. So this is my recipe for breakfast ribs, and the most best explanation I can give you how these turn out is they kind of taste like they kind of end up tasting like sausage with maple syrup, but they're smoked off your smoker, and they are absolutely delicious. So this is how I make them. Start by getting a couple racks of nice pork back ribs, and you're going to take the membrane off the back. I've already done this for both, and then the first layer is Cosmos Q Hot Dirty Bird seasoning, and you can go semi-heavy. You don't want to go real heavy because it does have a little kick to it, but so does sausage. So we'll start here. And you want to give them a good coat. And you want to get all the edges. You want to rub it in a little bit. That rubbing kind of puts some, as you guys that barbecue a lot know, it roughs up the surface of the meat so that more flavor goes in. Just lightly rub. You don't have to hard rub them or anything like that. Just a light rub. Now we're going to get all the sides here. And then just a light coat on the back. You don't need much on the back because you're not really going to eat the back anyway. Just something to salt it for the most part. They come out looking like this beautiful red color. This needs a little more on it. This rub, I use this rub on lots of things. It's a very good rub. And then just lightly sprinkle the back. Quick rub. Make sure you get everything coated. So now here comes the special part. Cuisinart Maple Bacon Seasoning. And you don't want to use a lot, but you want to put a good dusting on it. You don't want it to cover the whole thing, but you want a good coating. You don't have to do the sides for this part. It'll all leak down in. Now we're going to take these, we're going to put them on a smoker outside for about, this bigger one's probably going to go longer, but the smaller one will probably go about 2 hours at 225 to 235 or 225 to 250, sorry. And then we'll take them off, and I'll show you the next step. And we're back, guys. So this, and gals. So we're getting there. These are just off the grill. Now we're ready to wrap them with some apple juice, butter, and honey. So I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna set them off to the side for a second and get my aluminum foil, and I'll show you how I wrap them. So with 2 sheets of aluminum foil, and the reason I use 2 sheets is because after having them on the grill, there's sticky stuff on the grill, and if you fill it with your apple, if you put all your butter, honey, everything, all the liquid stuff that you're going to put into this, and for whatever reason the aluminum foil sticks to your grate, and you go to lift it or move it or take it off the grill, and it rips all that juice, you lose all your juice. And I don't like that happening. So if it's going to stick to one layer, it's not going to stick to the one inside. So that's just what I do. You do it however you want to, but I use 2 layers. So I'm going to grab a thing of ribs. So initially these are cooked bone side down. When you do this part, you're going to flip them over and you're going to put the meat side down. And this is what I do. I'll fold the aluminum foil, make it come a little bit about right to the center. That was a little bit too far. And it doesn't have to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. A little bit too, went the other way too far. There we go. And then I'll see how far I got to go with this side here. That's about right. So then you want to get underneath it and lift and just fold that side in. The reason you don't want to tuck it down, because then you have the chance for all the juice to run out the end when you pour it in. If you lift up from the bottom, it cups it. And you just kind of fold it in on itself. Now I'll go ahead and just open that just a little bit. And 1/2 to 3/4 cup of warmed apple juice. There we go. Then we're going to get our butter here. And our knife. And we're just going to put some pretty good sized pats of butter on the ribs on the inside. Like I said, pretty good sized pat. You don't want small ones. You want to make sure you get them all the way down to the on the ends, so they kind of melt over everything. I usually do 3 or 4 depending on the size of the rack of ribs. About I don't know, 1/2 cup of butter, I guess, or 1/4 cup of butter. Yeah, I guess about 1/4 cup of butter. I know it seems like a lot, but it mixes with everything and it's fine. So then we have just some ordinary honey. And you're gonna get this to you're gonna put, I don't know, 3 or 4 passes right up over the butter and on the ribs. There we go. And then you're going to fold this up. You want a little space. You don't want to wrap them tight because you want the steam to come out a little bit. You want them to vent just a little bit, but you want them pretty well covered. So then you're going to do the same thing with your next layer of aluminum foil. Oh, and I do the shiny side in. I don't know, I have something about the heat reflection of the... Nope, that was too far. And again, I'll lift from the bottom to fold them up and over. And then you should be able to... It should be vented, it shouldn't be tight. So you got just a little bit of vent here. You can see my fingers go in. And that's it. That's how I wrap my ribs. So now this is ready to go back on the grill for another 2.5 hours. I usually turn up the heat another 25 degrees. So if you're at 225, go up to 250. If you're at 250, go to 275. And they will now steam inside here with all the apple juice and the butter and the honey and some of the seasoning on the outside will mix with that, and it just kind of bubbles up into the meat, and it comes out beautiful. So that's it for now. Okay, so here's the third part to this recipe. Sorry about the wind noise, and I'm outdoors. I don't know how this microphone's gonna work, but we're gonna give it a shot. If anything, I'll have to do some captioning or something. So what we're gonna do now is they're ready to be taken out of the foil and flop back onto the grill, so that we can put some barbecue sauce on them and let the sauce set, and then they're done. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take them out. We're gonna drain the liquid and flip them back on the grill. This is how I do that. So I just pull them off into a pan. Nicely unwrap the aluminum foil here. Oh yeah, beautiful. Bones should be pulled, just like an ordinary ribs. Oh, those pulled back a long way on that side, not so much on the other. That's okay. We'll get all the juice out. So I don't splash it onto the grill so much. Okay. Now we're just literally going to take this, put it up here like this, and flop them over. That way, none of that. I don't break the ribs. We're gonna grab the other one, the bigger one here. We're gonna bring it down. I'm gonna slide these back a little bit. I'll do the same thing with this one. And these will go bone down. You do want them bone down after this because you don't want them to burn. I'm gonna drain all this. Do it again. I'll bring that up here and plop those on there. Put that back down in the pan. Yep, smelling just like I wanted them to. Square those up in here. Now I'll give these a minute to dry just a little bit, and I'll reduce the temperature back down to 250. That way I don't burn them, and I don't dry them out. So for now, I'll get you back inside, and I'll get the camera back inside so we don't have all this extra noise and sunlight and poor lighting and all that stuff. So I did want to explain real quick the barbecue sauce I'm putting on it. I use Sweet Baby Ray's and about a half cup per cup of the Sweet Baby Ray's, a half cup of the drippings from the ribs when I took them off the grill and dumped them in the pan. And then mix that up, and if it doesn't mix real well, just heat it up on the stove a little bit till it mixes real well. And then you can use that as your mott juice or barbecue sauce, however you want to. You don't want it too thin, but a little thinner than it is out of the bottle for the Sweet Baby Ray's works really well. Plus, you get some of that bacon and maple flavor into the sauce. I'm gonna go get those ribs right now, and here we are. They turned out. I know this one looks a little dark. Let me turn on light. It's getting a little dark in here. Oh yeah, there you go. Now you can see what they look like in the hole. We'll get a knife here and let's do it the right way. Oh, now the light's too much for it. I kind of figured. Now you should be able to see that a little better. Got a nice pink all the way around. I'm going to cut off one of these so I can take a bite here. Yep. Tastes like sausage with maple syrup. No, I needed some scrambled eggs. That's breakfast. Beautiful thing. Well, that's all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed. This video. Like and subscribe below. Watch for more. I'm gonna try to do more of these cooking videos because I'm getting some recipes that are kind of fun and they taste really good. So until next time, bye. Thanks for watching.